afternoon, Twin Flame Tribe. This is Johan Conradi. I'm bringing you another video today. Today I'm going to speak to you a little bit more about Ascension. Just to recap a little bit for those of you that are new to my channel. I'm a Twin Flame coach and mentor. I help Twin Flames through the Twin Flame pickle jar. It's an extremely difficult process when Twin Flames meet for the purpose of Ascension. It goes with a lot of anguish, angst, anxiety, sadness, tears, lots of triggering, mirroring, being jerks to one another, losing your twin, finding your twin, and everything in between. I'm very happy to be here with you guys today. Ascension is the ultimate goal of twins meeting, where the one twin is ultimately dangled in front of the other twin, where they then meet themselves. As you know, twins are basically the manifestation of one soul born into two bodies on the earth plane, polar opposites from one another, divine feminine and masculine twin, being positive and negative energies. It's nothing to do with gender. Twins can be same-sex gender. They're usually odd in some way, like a huge age difference, showing us that twins aren't always on the planet at the same time. The one twin could arrive a long time before the other twin. This doesn't really matter. The sole purpose is Ascension. It is when the soul drives the coming together of the twins to trigger this process of Ascension. The twins then meet up, and they, for a short period of time, 3 to 8 weeks, they live without the egos in the way, essentially seeing the best versions of themselves mirrored and reflected in one another, becoming utterly and deeply addicted to the twin. And usually the other twin then, for some other reason, runs away, leaving the divine feminine or positive polarity twin behind to lead the Ascension journey through a process called the dark night of the soul, which is extremely painful and difficult. The soul then essentially isolates the twins for a long period of time. It could be years. The shortest that I've experienced is around 9 months of basically total isolation, so that you can face your ego and the death of that ego, that you can bring up all the hurts, past traumas, everything that you need to dredge up from deep within yourself, that your twin has mirrored back to you, to actually find forgiveness and acceptance of yourself, to find love and deep appreciation for yourself, to actually embrace yourself, and to learn through the process of Ascension that no one else can bring you happiness. Only you can be responsible for your own happiness, that you don't really need anybody else. You don't need your twin in this process. You can find happiness through finding your soul, which is an inwards journey, and through finding your soul you can then find peace, happiness and unconditional love. Now this is a very difficult process, and it is basically the process of undergoing an ego death, allowing your soul to shine through, which is also your twin soul. So in other words, finding your soul is finding your twin. It's finding your twin within, through the process of Ascension, moving from your ego up into the soul space. And this process I'm often asked about because people undergo a very strange sort of phenomenon during this whole process. Now, Ascension very often goes hand in hand with what we call Ascension sickness. It's not really a sickness, but there are a whole lot of symptoms that are associated with the process of Ascension, like twins would wake up very early in the morning, where they could in the past have slept late, usually around 4 a.m, around about there. wake up, can't fall asleep again. Very often twins feel dizzy, nausea, headaches, flu-like symptoms, weariness, tiredness, anxiety, angst, feeling like you don't belong out there, feeling like you're isolated and alone, that nobody understands you, that you're not of this plane and that you don't belong here, that you don't want to be around on the earth plane. You can't make chit-chat with other people anymore. You get right to the point. Everything is sort of to the heart of the matter, if I can put it that way. You spend a lot of time, how shall I say it, sort of assessing the spiritual planes, the spiritual awareness. Everything is turned inwards during this process of ascension. Everything is a self-discovery mechanism. All interactions are for a reason. A lot of friends would probably disappear from your life during this stage. Doesn't sound very pleasant, and in many instances it's not very pleasant. To find yourself at the end of the tunnel again is actually an amazing process, where you emerge from all this darkness, from the worst version of yourself disappearing, and emerging from that cocoon, the best version or higher version of yourself. This goes hand in hand with a whole lot of, let's call it toxic and old relationships broken, friendships broken that aren't good for you, vices and escapism broken, where you could have been like addicted to nicotine or drugs or alcohol, or television or whatever else. All of this would disappear throughout this process. And where you find stillness, and where you find the now, and where you actually realize that the only place that you can live your life is within the now, and there's nothing else. There's no past, there's no future. Worrying about tomorrow brings absolutely nothing. It serves no purpose. Thinking about the past, and specifically the past traumas and that which you have lost, probably your twin in that equation as well, also absolutely serves no purpose. It doesn't define you. Your ego dies during this process, and you are left as your soul, which is the highest and best possible version of your soul. The soul is a monad construct. It's absolutely perfect as it is, and in learning to live through ascension, you learn to accept the now. If you wander out of the now into the future or the past, you inevitably find pain and angst. So the best is just to stay in the now, to accept what is, to go through these symptoms. Don't think too much about it. Very often you really don't feel well, and you need to take a bit of time to pamper yourself, take a nice hot bath or a nice long walk, spend a lot of time in nature, ground yourself, feel Mother Nature under your toes, if I can put it that way. Feel the grass beneath your feet. Really feel yourself connecting to Mother Earth. Remember that you are here because you are here for a reason. If you weren't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here. So if you've got that feeling that you don't belong, that you don't want to be here, that you don't want to go through this very difficult process, then just tell yourself that you are absolutely here for a reason, that your soul needs to be here at this time, that it's all part of the transformation of Earth, of humankind. It's all part of our journey back to the all and the universe. Also during this time you would see that things are much more vivid. Colors are more vivid, smells might be more vivid, your experiences are very intense. And as you go through the ascension process, where the self-isolation then ends after about 9 to 12 months, and you re-emerge into the world, you find a lot more appreciation. You find a lot more appreciation for those around you, the loved ones in your life, those that really care about you, those that really want to be with you. Very often your twin does not, and that doesn't matter. It is all about the reflection of that you need to be with yourself, that you need to want to be with yourself, that you surround yourself with people that want to be with you, that love you and that care for you, and that's all that is important. Find nice things to do, join groups, emerge back into the earth plane again, start living your life, but this time as an ascended being, as a beacon of light to those around you, as a lighthouse to those around you, and just take it from there, one moment at a time. The purpose of your life will definitely reveal itself during this process, and all will be well. So even though you might be in various stages of this ascension journey, for those of you watching this video, know that there's more than light at the end of the tunnel. There's absolute redemption, acceptance of yourself, acceptance of the universe, sharing your love with everybody. And even though it might feel like you're absolutely lost at sea at the moment, know that you're not. You are on your way. Your soul is driving the boat. You are definitely on your way to the end goal, to the purpose of your life, fulfilling your purpose here on earth and descending back into the universe. And be a lighthouse during that process. Be love and light to those around you. As the right people emerge into your life, things will go well for you, and things will just get better. Just stick with the process. Don't judge yourself, accept yourself in love and kindness. Pamper yourself as you experience ascension sickness. It's all part of it. Don't think you're going crazy or that you're dying. Only your ego is dying, the real you is emerging, and it's all part of the process. I wish you a lot of love and light. Head on over to the website twinflamemissionsa.wordpress.com. There's a free course that you can download. There's a book I've written that's available on Amazon on managing twin flame relationships. There's a full video course. You can book consultations with me. I specialize in South African twins, but I'm committed to bring this information to all twins around the world and to help you through this very difficult ascension process. Keep well. Bye.